Hello everybody, today we're going to make chicken biryani. So I've arranged the ingredients the way it's going to go in the pot. The main ingredient for today's dish is basically chicken, and so I'm going to tell you what the ingredients are. The spices that we're going to add today are going to be a cardamom, then we're going to add anise, bay leaf. This basically we call it Kalpassi, basically rock flour, and cloves, cinnamon, and this is snow. So what we're going to do is going to add all this ingredient into the pan, and then we're going to start with onions, tomatoes, green chili. I have 3 spoons of ginger garlic paste, 3 full onions, 3 tomatoes, and 4 green chili. And the powder that we're going to add are going to be chili powder 3 spoons, coriander powder 3 spoons, cumin powder 1.5 spoons, salt 1.5 spoons, and salt to taste. I'll be adding some more when if I think it's a little short. And turmeric powder, I usually had around 1 spoon or half a spoon of turmeric powder. And we have cilantro and mint leaf chopped, and 1/2 of lemon. All these are the ingredients that we're going to add, and we're going to add 1 cup of curd. So you can beat the curd so it's not very thick when you add it into the pot. So beat the curd a little bit and make it little liquidy so you can add it all correctly into the pot. Today for our biryani we are using 4 full cups of rice, and this is my pot for the day. I'm going to make a dum biryani. I started heating the pot. So in the middle of our cooking, we'll actually cook the rice also around 70% before I add it into the pot. Okay, so I have a small trick. Before I add the spices, I actually fry the onions a little brown, because onion takes a lot of time to fry. So once we start adding the ingredient and frying onion together, will actually make the other ingredients go black. So what I'm going to do is just fry the onions first and take it aside, and then start adding the spices and onions and stuff. So it will be around 250 ml of oil. So I'm going to add the onions. So the oil is already hot. You can see that the onions are done nice and brown. So I'm going to take it out and put it back again after I get all the tomato and everything fried up. But first we'll take the onion out. Make sure that the oil remains, because you're going to use the same oil. Okay. Now it's time to add the spices in. I'm adding the cardamom, 2 cinnamon sticks, 4 cloves, 2 star anise, the stone flower, the bay leaf. Then I'm going to add 1.5 spoons of snow. Fry it all together well. Once the flavors start to come, you're going to add the ginger garlic paste. Okay. The garlic smell and the ginger garlic is fried up well. Now I'm going to add my 5 green chilies. I split them up so that you can take it out after you cook. Sometimes for the kids, when you give them food, a little fry. And now I'm going to add my tomatoes into the mixture. Mix this up well. While the tomato is cooking, I'm going to add all my powders. 1/2 spoon of turmeric powder, 3 spoons of chili powder, 1.5 spoons of cumin powder, 3 spoons of coriander powder, and I'm going to add salt. So I'm going to mix this up well. Going to put my chicken in. You can see that it's cooked well. So mix the chicken well. So I'm going to put my curd into the mixture now. At this time you can check for the salt if it's correct. Let the chicken cook for some time and you can test it. This mixture, see you can see that the chicken is cooked like just 40% or something. So what I'm going to do is the onions that I fried, I'm going to add the onions so that the flavor of the onions also gets induced into the chicken. You can save some onions off so that when we put the dum, we can put it in the end on it to give the flavor. Cilantro, all of my cilantros and my mint. You can save a little cilantro for the end as well for the top layering it. So while it's cooking, we're going to get ready with the rice. So rice is I'm going to cook the rice separately, at least 60% to 70%. Then I'm going to put it in here. So while this chicken is cooking with I've not added water to this dish yet. I'll be adding it in some time, but I want the chicken to cook at least a little bit before I add the water. So it's very important that you bring the water to a boil. So I'm going to get this water to boil and then add the rice. You can see that the water is boiling now, so I'm going to add my rice to this. My rice will actually cook fast if the water is really hot. So I'm going to wait for just a few minutes and it will be done. I'm going with a 70% of cooked rice this time, not a 50 but a 70%. All the green things that you see floating there are just cilantro that I added. It also just gives you a little flavor. Okay, now you can see that I'm adding just 1 spoon of salt because our gravy will also have salt. I'm going to check one grain to see how it's cooked. See? It has to smush and it has to break a little bit. That's when you know it's not fully cooked. So that's what we need. So now let's start. Let's check the gravy. You can see that it's really hot and cooking really well. Mix it up once before you put the rice into it. Now let's add the layer of rice. You can reduce the flame in the gravy because you want to slow cook the entire recipe. Today I'm not adding any color to my cooking because I want it to cook with the natural colors. You can also add saffron if you like, but this gravy will actually measure up to the rice really well, so it's going to give it already a brownish tinge. I'm going to add my last bit of onions and cilantro to this on top just to garnish it a bit. And now we're going to slow cook it. So do not open the pan for some time while it's cooking. So this flavor will go away and the smell will be gone. So, and I'm going to add the cilantros. Okay, the way we are going to put a dum is going to keep something really hot at the bottom and keep a strong stone or something on the top. So I'm going to put my stone pan that I have here at the bottom of my stove. Okay, you can see that I've actually put my cloth and something that's heavy on the top. You can use anything that's really heavy. So this makes the steam inside not to escape. So that's the main thing. It's going to cook the rice in the steam with the broth. But the flame, you're going to have it really low or in a very low flame so it cooks well. So this we are going to wait at least for 20 minutes or 25 minutes to see how it cooks well. Now we're going to check the biryani. You see it's cooked really well. You can mix it up a bit and you can serve. You can see that the biryani is cooked really well. Please try our recipe and let us know how you like it. If you like our dishes, please press on like and subscribe to our channel to see many more recipes. Thank you.